Can we discuss what is probably the greatest trophy in sports? For those who haven't seen it, Laurence, can you at least just describe the trophy for the French Grand Prix, and then we can discuss it further?
Okay, so yeah, it is unique in Formula One in that it is a gorilla with his hands above his head. Sometimes he's holding a Pirelli tire. I think that was when Pirelli was sponsoring the event. Sometimes he's holding a barrel, but he's the creation of an artist from the south of France, I think from Saint-Tropez, called Richard Orlinski. And people pay ridiculous amounts of money for these sculptures of gorillas, and they pop up in weird places as well. I live in London, in Islington, and around the corner from me, there's this giant red one outside, I think a Hilton hotel. So yeah, it's you may recognize it from other places, but yeah, it's this gorilla. I think it's kind of cool. Lots of people hate on it because it looks weird and it's maybe not exactly what you expect from a racing trophy. But I think it's cool. It's nice to have a bit of variation among the trophies that they get given.
Nate, what do the drivers think of it?
I think they like it. I think I'm trying to remember the first year that we went back to Paul Ricard, but I think Lewis won. And I remember there's a great picture of him kind of looking at the trophy and kind of laughing. And he always made a big point when he won the British Grand Prix that he used to hate getting the kind of the sponsors trophy instead of the famous big kind of gold kind of claret jug that they get. Yeah, I think he liked it. I mean, some of them have said it's weird, but it's different. I agree with Laurence. Like, I like that it kind of stands out as being different. And this could just be another race in the middle of the season, but it's got that kind of that weird bit to it. And there's also a giant gorilla. I'm not sure if it's still there, but the same sculpture sat between the pit lane and the main straight. So I remember the first time I went to Paul Ricard, I'd seen pictures of it from like testing events and stuff that you pull in and you go into the pit lane and it was like, what on earth is this? And as we watched more of the weekend, we realized this is actually like a major theme of this race now. So it's very weird. I think they all kind of like it. I'm not sure how many of them would happily put it on their trophy cabinet. I don't know. Like I think if you've won a lot of races, you'd happily put that there, but if that's the only one you've got, like, people would be like, okay, are you sure that's an F1 trophy? But no, it looks pretty cool.
The cool thing is I went to Red Bull quite recently, and you go in and their reception, naturally, they put all the trophies on display in these huge glass floor to ceiling cabinets. And you look around and you don't know where to look. You know, you're trying to figure out which one's which. That one stands out immediately. Everyone can point at that and say, I recognize that one. That's from the French Grand Prix. So I think it's kind of cool like that. And yeah, they do have them in the pit lane, this giant one. They also have a giant bear. And I can't remember what the other animal is. There's maybe a kind of panda as well. But anyway, keep a lookout, like during the practice sessions, during qualifying, during the race, because you might just see one in like the corner of a camera shot of a pit stop.
Which always makes me laugh because it's like clearly all animals we all associate with France, right? Like, as they're doing the race. So that's what always made me chuckle about that.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.